how do I correct the situation? I've been cursed by my mother. Now you have to present yourself before a spiritual man. And what the spiritual man, if he is really spiritual, he doesn't jump into prayer to lay his hands on you. If he's really, really spiritual, he must also be even scared.
Welcome to Faith Surge channel. Kindly like, share, and subscribe. Shalom.
You want to bless somebody who has been cursed. You must be spiritually developed enough. Why is it that Solomon said something different in the book of Proverbs? That a causeless curse will not come. If you are cursed and there is no cause, the son is saying, don't worry about that. But why was David worried? Why was he worried of having people cursing him if there was no cause? Okay. Why is it the son has access to secrets? He knows that whoever curses you, if there's no cause, don't worry about that. Why is it that the father never had that same revelation? Why was David worried when people were cursing him? Unless there was a cause. You see, I like even the way that he puts it. He says, like a sparrow, like a bird that wanders.
As the bird by wandering.
That's what Proverbs
26 verse 2.
Verse 2. Is what?
As the bird by wandering.
As the bird by wandering. He's trying to give you a picture of a flying curse that has nowhere to land. If the victim has no cause, if there's no reason. So that curse has been brought into existence by somebody who declared. It's like a bird. See the creature? You see the creature? It is flying. The curse is flying, but wandering. Keep on reading.
As the bird by wandering.
By wandering.
As the swallow.
It says as. As. The way the bird flies. Because he's not calling it a bird. He is observing the way the curse is flying. It's like a bird to him. So he can't give you the name of the curse. But he's just saying, no, it flies like a bird. But wandering. Why is it wandering? And then he looked down to see where it was supposed to land, the tree, the individual. There was no cause for it to land.
As the swallow by flying, so the curse causeless shall not come.
So you disqualify yourself from receiving a curse. It keeps flying over you. So now, for the curse to come upon you, there's need for a qualification now, where you create a cause. So the creation of that cause is something that is very critical, but we can actually have to look at it as well. because we then have to agree that whoever has the curse that has finally landed on him as a bird, how the bird lands on a tree, it means it found a cause.
Yes.
A cause was found. That's why now the curse is on the person. What was the cause? It means that if curses are flying over us and we are disqualified from receiving them until we work out a cause, it means there is a labor involved. There is a sowing of seeds. You have to work towards receiving curses. No one gets it for free. Whichever it is that you want, whether it's a blessing, if a curse without a cause, So there ought to be a cause. So it means if somebody curses you and you didn't do anything to deserve the curse, you won't get it. You won't get it. So it's not enough to have someone cursing you. You still have to work so that you attain what has been spoken. Same applies with the blessing. It's not enough having somebody who blesses you. It keeps flying above you until you create a cause. And then when people are asked to give, what they are being asked to do is to create a cause. If a curse, you can't have it unless there is a cause. How about a blessing? Preach it, Father. Preach it. Look at this, Pastor. Somebody out of anger cursed you. It's like, for instance, let me give you an example of a daughter. She's angry. And then she charges towards her mother. Picture a young girl pointing her little finger. Pushing her mother right at the forehead, insulting her. Even if the mother says, "Daughter, I still bless you." But what she has done, you must understand that what she has done outweighs what the mother said. You must understand this today. She will say, "I still bless you," because she doesn't want you to suffer. But the assault, even if she curses you, the mother who is being pushed by the daughter, if the mother goes on to curse the daughter, still the assault will be more powerful than the insult that she receives. If the mother tries to bless such a daughter, it becomes a wandering bed over her. That blessing, because there is no cause on her for the blessing to land. So what she did qualifies her for another strange bed, not for the blessing that was declared. Whatever the mother is saying, it has to fly away from the daughter. It hovers upon her until one day the daughter realizes, "I'm suffering down here and yet my blessing is hovering upon me. What do I do?" Whether she prays alone, that is never going to work. What she has to do now, in the case where you realize that I've received a curse from my forefathers, a qualified spiritual man has to be involved. So when you come before a man who understands spiritual things, that man should be able to know, just by looking at you, even touching you, when you're praying for people, they are in a queue, moving as fast as I move sometimes when I'm praying for people. When you get to a man who has a concentration of cases, you have a way of knowing. You have a way of knowing that this one received a curse from his father. Maybe he doesn't know. He doesn't have the light to know where the curse is coming from. When you see that, oh, this daughter is cursed. Such a daughter who has been cursed by her mother. You go ahead, you marry such a woman. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. But how do I correct the situation? I've been cursed by my mother. Now you have to present yourself before a spiritual man. And what the spiritual man, if he is really spiritual, he doesn't jump into prayer to lay his hands on you. if he's really, really spiritual, he must also be even scared of touching you quickly. These parental cases are so deadly and so contagious. It's very dangerous. She might come as a daughter and she gives you $50 and you are happy with just the $50 and think the issue is gone. No. If he's spiritual enough, he must do a thorough investigation. He must be honest to say, is your mother still alive? If she's still alive, the man of God has to sponsor that event. We have to bring the mother to the table. And we must have her speak opposite of what she said. She's born again now, this girl. But what she did qualified her for the curse. The curse is not so that she doesn't go to heaven. She will go to heaven. But we want to correct the situation. So the presence of the man of God there is not so that I pray for that daughter or I'm praying for that mother. My presence is just for the facilitation of that transaction of restoration and restitution. You need a spiritual man present. Otherwise, the two of you can't even do that. So the man of God is present to see to it that the deal goes through. And the mother is asked to speak. It is what she then says that goes up there and swallows the other bed. But because we like ministry and we like helping people and we enjoy giving them hope immediately, we omit a lot of procedures that are supposed to be followed. Where is the mother? The only time I can take on that responsibility and speak over her is when the mother is gone. Oh, my mother, she's dead. Now I must have a way of accessing her ability to speak over this daughter. For this daughter to have somebody speaking over her like a mother, she must be asked to behave like a daughter to me. So that I'm positioned as a mother. There must be a cause that empowers me to speak over her.
Accessing the ability of the mother.
Oh, the mother, because she was in the office when she did that. I must have access into her office where she cursed you from. So all these men of God are deceiving you. You're being deceived. That's why the case is not going. Because there is a process that needs to be followed. If she's not interested and she said, I'm never going to reverse this, and now you're born again, now there must be a fatherly, motherly figure. Now that mother is considered dead in the spiritual realm. And she will see things starting to happen to you that are opposite to what she said, and she's wondering, so now who blessed this daughter of mine? I thought she was going to suffer because of what she did to me, but I'm looking at, you see, but for us to reach that position where I can say, leave out your mother, leave out your father, we can sort this out. Oh! My brothers and sisters, your resume has to be something serious. It has to be, your CV has to be something out of this world. Because wherever she is, she's monitoring, making sure that the thing doesn't happen to you. She will raise it as an issue before God. This is my product. Who blessed her? I'm not happy here. So whether she goes to church and she's giving somebody, a man of God, their money, and she doesn't behave there like a daughter, no one can replace that mother.